The Dassault Rafale, often hailed as one of the most versatile and technologically sophisticated fighter aircraft of the 21st century, is a twin-engine, multirole, fourth-plus-generation combat jet developed and manufactured by the French company Dassault Aviation, and it occupies a unique position in modern military aviation because it is not only a product of French engineering ingenuity but also a symbol of national independence in defense technology, designed to replace a wide variety of aircraft in the French Air Force and Navy, and to ensure that France retained complete sovereignty over its air combat capabilities at a time when many European nations were collaborating on joint projects such as the Eurofighter Typhoon. The Rafale, whose name means gust of wind or burst of fire, had its first flight on the 4th of July 1986, and after years of rigorous development and testing, entered service with the French Navy in 2004 and with the French Air Force in 2006, and since then it has steadily gained recognition and export orders, standing out because of its multirole flexibility, allowing it to undertake air-to-air combat, air-to-ground strikes, reconnaissance missions, nuclear deterrence, and carrier-based operations without needing specialized variants for each task, a capability which led Dassault to market it as an omnirole fighter rather than simply a multirole one. The journey of the Rafale's development began in the late 1970s and early 1980s when France was part of a European consortium exploring the idea of a next-generation fighter, but disagreements over specifications, political considerations, and a desire to maintain independent technological control led France to withdraw from what eventually became the Eurofighter Typhoon program, choosing instead to go it alone with Dassault leading the design of a uniquely French solution, and this decision, though financially more challenging, ensured that France retained full control over its design, production, and export policy, free from reliance on multinational consensus. Technologically, the Rafale is distinguished by its delta-wing design paired with close-coupled canards, a configuration that gives it excellent maneuverability, agility at both high and low speeds, and superior aerodynamic efficiency, while its composite materials and careful shaping reduce radar cross-section, giving it limited stealth characteristics even though it is not a full stealth aircraft like the F-35, but it was never intended to be invisible. Rather, it was intended to survive and dominate in high-threat environments through a combination of agility, advanced avionics, electronic warfare systems, and smart weapons integration. The heart of its avionics suite is the RBE-2 radar, which in its AESA active electronically scanned array variant gives the Rafale the ability to track multiple targets simultaneously at long ranges, engage them with precision, and perform ground mapping functions, while the aircraft's SPECTRA electronic warfare system, developed by Thales and MBDA, provides radar warning, jamming, decoying, and infrared detection, giving Rafale pilots one of the best self-protection suites in any fighter jet today, which is particularly important in modern combat where survivability is determined not just by stealth but also by electronic dominance. The Rafale's cockpit is designed with pilot ergonomics and situational awareness in mind, using a glass cockpit with wide-angle head-up display, touchscreen interface, and HOTAS, hands-on throttle and stick controls, allowing pilots to manage complex missions without being overloaded, while its sensor fusion capability ensures that information from radar, infrared search and track systems, and electronic warfare sensors is presented in a unified way, enabling faster, more effective decision-making in the heat of combat. Propulsion is provided by two SNECMA M88 turbofan engines, compact yet powerful, delivering up to 75 kilonewtons of thrust each with afterburner, allowing the Rafale to reach speeds of Mach 1.8 around 2,222 km per hour, climb quickly, and sustain supersonic flight without external fuel tanks, while also being fuel efficient enough to provide a range of approximately 3,700 km with drop tanks, and further extended range when using aerial refueling, which is particularly important for missions involving long-range strikes such as nuclear deterrence. The Rafale is capable of carrying a diverse arsenal, which is a major reason for its classification as an omnirole aircraft, including Mica and Meteor beyond visual range air-to-air missiles for aerial superiority, SCALP long-range cruise missiles for precision strikes deep into enemy territory, Exocet anti-ship missiles for naval warfare, ASM Hammer precision-guided bombs for tactical ground attack, and the ASMP-A nuclear missile, ensuring that the Rafale is also a key component of France's nuclear deterrence doctrine, while in addition to missiles and bombs, it carries an internal GIAT 30mm cannon for close-range dogfighting or strafing missions, and its 14 external hardpoints 13 for the naval version allow it to carry a versatile mix of weapons and fuel tanks, supporting true multi-mission flexibility. Over the years, Dassault has developed several variants of the Rafale, including the single-seat Rafale C for the French Air Force, the twin-seat Rafale B for training and complex strike missions, and the carrier-capable Rafale M for the French Navy, each adapted to specific needs but maintaining commonality of systems and performance, which reduces costs and simplifies maintenance compared to maintaining different aircraft types for different roles. Operationally, the Rafale has seen combat in Afghanistan, Libya, Mali, Syria, and Iraq, demonstrating its capabilities in real-world missions, whether engaging ground targets with precision-guided munitions, enforcing no-fly zones, or conducting reconnaissance, and these deployments have provided valuable combat experience, showing that the Rafale is not merely a paper project but a proven system capable of handling the diverse demands of modern warfare. France has been the primary operator, but exports have played a growing role, with countries like Egypt, Qatar, India, Greece, Croatia, and the United Arab Emirates signing contracts for Rafale jets, making it one of Europe's most successful fighter exports in recent years, with India's deal for 36 Rafales attracting particular global attention because the aircraft's arrival in the Indian Air Force significantly enhanced India's air combat edge against regional rivals, especially with the integration of long-range Meteor missiles, SCALP cruise missiles, and India-specific enhancements such as advanced helmet-mounted sights, radar improvements, and electronic warfare systems, which ensure that the Indian Rafales, often dubbed Rafale India, are among the most advanced in service anywhere. This Indian acquisition followed years of competition and evaluation under the Medium Multi-Role Combat Aircraft (MMRCA) program, where the Rafale was selected over competitors like the F-16, MiG-35, and Eurofighter Typhoon, mainly due to its combination of versatility, combat-proven design, and ability to operate in the demanding Himalayan environment. And though the deal was politically controversial within India at times, the eventual induction of Rafales beginning in 2020 was celebrated as a major milestone for the Indian Air Force, which had not inducted a new foreign fighter of this caliber in decades. Beyond India, the Rafales sales to Egypt, Qatar, and later the UAE with an order for 80 Rafales, the largest export contract in its history, showed that the aircraft was not only a strategic tool for France but also a globally competitive export product, capable of challenging even American offerings like the F-16V or F-35 in certain contexts, particularly for nations seeking sovereignty, combat flexibility, and independence from U.S. export restrictions. Comparing the Rafale to its contemporaries, it sits somewhere between fourth-generation fighters like the F-16 or Su-30 and fifth-generation jets like the F-35, as it lacks full stealth but compensates with advanced avionics, superb agility, and a wide weapons portfolio. And many analysts argue that in real-world scenarios, especially beyond visual range engagements, the Rafale's Meteor missiles and SPECTRA electronic warfare suite give it advantages that can level the playing field against stealthier adversaries, while in close-range dogfights its agility and instantaneous turn rate make it a formidable opponent. France has continually upgraded the Rafale with new standards, such as the F-3R and upcoming F-4, which add improved sensors, data links, weapon integration, and artificial intelligence support, ensuring that the aircraft remains competitive through the 2030s and beyond, while discussions about potential future upgrades include further stealth refinements, integration of directed energy weapons, and compatibility with next-generation air combat systems being developed under the Franco-German-Spanish Future Combat Air System (FCAS) program, where the Rafale will likely operate alongside sixth-generation drones and fighters in a networked battlespace. In essence, the Rafale's importance is not just technical but also strategic, as it represents French independence from NATO-centric aircraft development, provides a potent symbol of national defense credibility, contributes to international power projection, and gives allied countries a reliable alternative to American or Russian aircraft, and its balanced design philosophy, emphasizing versatility, survivability, and adaptability, has made it a cornerstone of modern air power, admired by pilots and respected by adversaries, a fighter jet that has proven itself in wars, built alliances through exports, and secured its place in the evolving history of air combat. And as it continues to receive upgrades and new orders, the Dassault Rafale is set to remain a dominant force in the skies well into the mid-21st century.
Thank you for watching.